Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake Its Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast. It's updated every Thursday. Also, give the blog some love over at hellocupcakeitsme.com. And follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays. And make sure you follow me on all the other social medias. And check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how is everyone doing? Oh my gosh, it has been a long last couple of weeks. I'm on the ass end of a cold that just is lingering and will not let go. So this is going on 2 or 3 weeks now, and I'm at like 92-95% better. But the only time that I really feel any kind of different is when I use my inhaler. But above and beyond that, I still have a pretty serious cough, and my lungs feel like there's fluid in them. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing okay. I have completely just taken a break from pretty much everything that I normally do, and just have become this massive couch potato because I've been really tired. The slightest thing makes me out of breath. And I've had a lot of stress and everything else happening during this time period. And I think it was just my body saying, no, you have too much cortisol in your system. So we're shutting you down. But the three or four biggest things that I have done over the last week was Thursday. This last Thursday, I ended up going to the city with my sister, and that was my first time trying to do a big outing outside of just going to the doctor and coming back home. That was pretty much it. That took a lot out of me. And so I went back to the bar that Saturday before Easter. And I was doing okay for the first hour or so, but after that I started really going downhill and just being physically exhausted. And so excuse me, I just woke up. As soon as I was able to do so, I came home from the bar and just crawled into bed and slept until about 9, almost 9:30 Sunday morning, and then I got up and went and did the whole Easter thing with my family, and we didn't get home from that until about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And sorry, I just got into bed and fell asleep, and I slept so hard that I didn't hear any of my text messages coming through on Monday morning. I didn't hear any of my alarms. Nothing. I just slept. Tuesday was kind of similar, except for I got together with my sister for just a few minutes during the day and was outside of the house for just a few minutes, probably like 2.5, maybe 3 hours, if even that long. And then came home, crawled back into bed, and then got up around 3:34 in the afternoon and got everything situated and put together. And I went and played trivia last night, and I was at trivia until about 8:45, almost 9. Get home, and I'm cracked out. I cannot be asleep. Like, I feel physically exhausted, but mentally, I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. So I went to bed at about 3:15 this morning, and at the time of recording this, it was 10:46. So here we are. But anyways, nothing really new above and beyond that going on. I don't know if any of you have watched the previous videos or listened to the previous podcast, but last Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever the second was, is when I got my biological mother's remains back. So it was literally just a little over a year. And then they returned her. Uh, I feel like when she had her brother cremated, they had him back to her within a few days. And so that's what I was kind of expecting. Like, they would take her, and then 2 or 3, like 3 or 4 weeks tops, like maybe a month tops, and then they would have her back to. But I don't know what all they had done to her or with her. But got her back now, and just got to kind of figure out what to do with the ashes henceforth. I have a few ideas of things that I want to do. My sister didn't seem too keen on wanting to do anything or have anything to do with the ashes. So, I don't know. We'll see what transpires. But right now, she's sitting in a big white box on next to her mother and her sister. So, I feel like a mausoleum, but oh well. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a couple of new games for my PlayStation 4. I got Just Dance 2021 and uh, GTA 5, and I'm waiting on 2 or 3 other games to show up. One of them is Battlefront, and I have the digital code for Battlefront, but I purchased the physical copy of Battlefront, and so the seller is supposed to be sending that out. And when I last looked, it was stuck somewhere in New Jersey, I want to say, or anyways, it was stuck somewhere back east. And so I got quite the collection of games going, and I'm trying to get back into playing Spider-Man now that I have played 2 Jedi survival games, and the mechanics of working Spider-Man is just difficult for me. And like trying to get the swinging properly and getting all the aerial acrobats, like acrobatic stuff done properly, the quick succession of button combos that you have to push to beat down some heroes or some villains. It's just a little too much for my dexterity. But I love the game. It's beautifully rendered. And last night I was kind of window shopping and looking at some other games. And I saw this one called The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Collection. And I almost got it until I saw the ratings because I love The Walking Dead. I like The Last of Us, the TV shows. I've never played the game, but I guess the definitive Telltale version is like an interactive story. And I was like, that doesn't sound like something I would appreciate. There is one game, or whenever I go to buy a game, I usually look up the YouTube review of the game and just try to see the gameplay footage and get an idea of if I'm going to like the game or not. I try to find the ones that have no user commentary or the player commentary, just because I want to see the gameplay. I don't want you to tell me what you think or how it compares to this or that game or blah blah whatever. Sometimes I like that kind of information, but 9 times out of 10, I just want to see what the game looks like. I hate a game that is puzzle heavy. I don't know why developers started doing puzzle heavy games, but you know, like I was looking at the Resident Evil game and or not Resident Evil, there was another game kind of like Resident Evil, but you had no health bar, no power bar or whatever. You just had you and your abilities, and you had to go through and solve puzzles and get out of the room and beat up shadows and all this other stuff. I'm just like, no, I don't want puzzle heavy games. I'm also not like a huge heavy dialogue gamer. Um, I'm really simple, honestly, super simple, like Nintendo NES style gaming. Not quite platform, but that kind of, you have an objective. You know that you need to get from one part of this level to the other part of this level. Um, and that's one thing that I really didn't care about Jedi Survivor too much, is the fact that it was so puzzle heavy. And you have to use the force to pull this brick out of the wall while pulling another brick out of the wall and jump on one to get to the other, and they're sliding back into place, and then you have to like jump from this to that, and then the way that it laid everything out, like 25 hours into the game and you got a special power up that allowed you to go back through the parts of the game that you needed that ability for. And then so it's like you're having to replay the whole levels all over again. And that got tedious. That got very, very tedious. And sometimes I don't know if it was me or the controller or just how glitchy the game is, but there would be times that I was having to do like these zip lines and jumping from one to another that it just didn't disconnect properly, or I would hit the wrong button, and which is like really close to the button that you needed to jump or switch over to the next zip line, and it would drop you. I'm like, I understand needing a dismount button, but come on. Like, anyways, unless you're going to play the game, you really don't know what I'm talking about. So I'll stop that rant. But, yeah, I got the Just Dance game though, because I love the Just Dance games. I had Just Dance on my Wii, absolutely freaking loved it, and I forgot how much of a damn workout those things were, and I put together like a little custom playlist on this one, and the first song that I did was Dance Monkey by the Tones and I, and my god, that kicked my ass, and it was one of the easiest ones up there. I was like, okay. Um, so I think I'm gonna have fun with that one, especially for like indoor workout. Um, and I also got that one to like help with um, the days that I don't go walking or don't go swimming or don't do whatever. Like today, it's a beautiful day outside, and I should have my fat ass outside walking or doing something, but I have a lot of things that I have to do indoors today, and I may try to do a little walk around 5:30, 6 o'clock tonight, but I really don't know. Just kind of playing it by ear right now. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go because I feel like I am rambling. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And yeah, like I said at the beginning, check me out at all the different social medias. Follow the links in the things down below. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, everyone.